Welcome to the KDRTV stations.
Thank you.
Kaka Williams Atandi of EGESA FM.
Yes, sir.
My name is Mr. Kebwato.
Yes.
KDRTV stations. And we are really very happy to have you today in our studios.
I am humbled too, sir.
Thank you very much.
All right.
Briefly, tell us, why are you in Minneapolis? Why are you in the USA?
Thank you so very much, Mr. Kebwato and your team.
Yes.
To have found it appropriate to host me in your studios. I don't take it for granted. As you rightly put it, my name is Kaka Williams Atandi of EGESA FM. EGESA FM is part of the stations that are broadcasting under the umbrella of Royal Media Services in Africa, that is in Nairobi, Kenya. And so it's a station, it's a community-based station that is serving the larger Mogusi community. We started from serving our people home, and then we got a frequency to broadcast in Nairobi, Kenya, that is the capital city of Kenya. And then now with Mother's technology, we're doing it online. So even our fans are able to reach us on www.egesafm.co.ke. So I came to Minneapolis in Minnesota in the USA because of a special invite that I received from a group called Mwanyagetinga USA in partnership with Kilimanjaro Entertainment because they had this great and powerful convention of our people. So I was invited to attend, but not just attend, but also participate in the activities that were going on. Something that was began on Friday, the 16th of October, all through to 18th of October, 2015. Yes, sir.
So basically you came here because of the invitation?
Yes.
And how did the convention go as per your own assessment?
My friend, let me tell you.
Tell me.
I must say it was a success. And it was one of the best events of the century. Because in the history of the Mogusi community, I think this is the first time we had such an opportunity of our people coming together. You know, Mogusi is a very hardworking person. Anywhere, even if you went to Iraq, even if you went to South Africa, even if you went to anywhere in the globe, our people are there. Everybody is working so hard to make a living and maybe better his life. But you see, for me, the excitement comes in when we find that, for example, the people who are in the USA have found it appropriate to now say, yes, we are doing very well education-wise. We are doing very well, you know, in terms of each person and their families, but we need to be united. So that was a very interesting part, and to me it was a success. I was very happy to see people come from Massachusetts, for example, see people coming all the way from Canada. You see people coming from Nairobi, Kenya, paying for even their own tickets. I think that is something that will really propel me to say it was a big success, the event in itself. Another thing is being the first one of its kind. Now it's an eye-opener. Where I come from, we say we've laid the mark. That's what we say in our language. And it's a good starting point in moving forward. And then maybe someone was asking yesterday, why the unity? Are we talking about unity? It's all about a people united will face any challenge on the globe, be it sport, you know, even if it's a football team that is playing, be it the strong teams that we know. There must be coordination. You could be doing very well as a player on your own field. For example, you're taking number 9. You will not be able to succeed in terms of, you know, scoring if you don't have the backup from these other team members, if you don't coordinate well. So if our people are doing very well in various fields, And then we also want to align ourselves as the Omogusi community to matters of international development in trying to push the agenda for development. Am I saying that? For example, what I do in our radio stations, I host a program called Unity for Sustainable Development. So it's not just unity for development, but it's sustainable development. I think that bit is bringing an element that we are trying to realign ourselves with the thinking of the world. The world is becoming so small in terms of populations that are increasing, food is becoming scarce, you know, so many problems, world problems. We are not able to tackle world problems by ourselves. But if we unite, if we join hands, Mr. Kiwato, if we join hands, me and you, and then there's something we can do better than if I did it alone. So I want to say it was a big success. The intentions are very clear. The Omogusi Manyagitinge, you know, USA in conjunction with Kilimanjaro Entertainment, they have done the right thing in the diaspora. Because back home, we are doing the same things. We are doing the same things because we realized Omogusi, for example, in matters of education, we are doing very well. And then it ends there. So looking at the challenge, for example, in terms of relationships, take this, for example, leadership at home. For example, I'm just giving you an example. Kenya is in some part of Africa, and we are regarded as a developing economy. We have not yet developed. So if, for example, someone got best of education, maybe they flew out of the country, then they went, wherever they went, it will be very difficult to plow the resources in terms of ideas back home. So we need people to be united, because if you are united, then we are able to get, for example, a data bank of our people. How many doctors do we have as a community? How many given professionals in a given field do we have in a given community? How many people are specialized in taking care of the environment, for example? How many media personalities do we have who will be able to mentor others? So the element of unity is indeed ripe. I remember when President Obama came to Kenya, for example, he was giving a challenge to young people, saying it's now, the time is now. We need to unite. People are supposed to be united, because, for example, a vice like corruption that is rampant in many African economies, you won't be able to tackle corruption alone, Mr. Kiwato. We must come together and say, enough is enough. This is not what we want, this is what we want. So that's why I'm saying the event was a success to me, and also it sent a very strong signal to our people around the globe. Maybe there are those who heard about it, and maybe they did not know why we were to come all the way from Kenya to come and attend, but it was because of trying to show the world that indeed these topics, these issues are very real, and it's time we stood up. You know, we faced it and said, we're not uniting to fight anybody. We're only united. We want to be united so as for the common good of the community, our neighbors. You see, if the Omogusi community was united and did matters, you know, tackled issues of development, it means some part of the country of Kenya has developed. And if another community did that, for example, the Luo community did that, and the Kalenjin community, the Kui community, it means from our diversity, we have started to realize meaningful development. We will be able, Mr. Kiwato, by the way, to get good leaders if we are united. We are able to criticize leadership if we are united. We'll be able to stand for our rights if we are united. So let people be apprehensive of this. It's not movements that we are starting in the US, KC, and everywhere. It is something that has come. It's something that is due, something that was supposed to be done yesterday if we need to grow. Yes.
Yeah, that is. Thank you very much for highlighting those points.
Yes.
The other question which we really want you to tell the people, especially who never came, is that, I mean, do you believe in this particular coming together for the Omogusi community to move forward, and you as a bridge of most people, especially in the diaspora? You know, you are a mouthpiece to very many people. When you speak your words, people listen. So do you believe in this particular convention, or do you believe in this unity, and what role are you going to play in order to make sure that people really come together and work together as a team? Because you've said that other communities have done it. So what role are you playing in that?
Thank you so much for the opportunity once again, Mr. Kibwato. If I'll take you back a little bit, back in our country, in Kenya, in the Omogusi land, we started this message. I think I'm trying to put it to you so that you see that it's not something that I started today. Way back in 2006, we started, I started mobilizing groups of young people, groups of professionals, you know, and then as of now, we have managed to have more than 10 groups that I represented in various angles and levels. One of the first groups was what we call Eturet Omogusi. This is Omogusi, this Council of Elders.
Okay.
Many people did not believe in that when we started. So we had to go around the entire country, I mean the entire community, seeking for opinion, you know, getting ideas from people, our elders, seeking advice. So it's something that took time. I am happy to report that we managed to get in place a group called Abagusi, Abagusi Development Group, that is headed by former ex-chief Mzee Matundra Raka. This is a group that is concerned about culture. You see, with the conflict of modernity versus tradition, our culture is being eroded away. I am a strong proponent of modernity, just like I am a cautious proponent of culture. Now, when we talk about culture, there are things in our culture maybe that have been passed away with time, because times are changing. There are those good things like values. Values will never change. Even if you went to this culture, at least they have a certain set of prescribed kind of culture and then values. Now, Omogusi Culture and Development Group is a group that is made up of men and women of substantial age and who understands our culture very well. So if there's a conflict in terms of cultural matters versus modernity, because like I want to believe those ones of us, the cases who have come to diaspora, diaspora is not Minnesota alone. We're looking at Canada, you know, everywhere.
Okay.
I want to tell you, my kids who are growing in the city may miss so much in terms of culture. This group is collecting data at home. You know, like we had something called Egetinge, for example, the spear, you know, the arrows, the drums, the kind of dances, why we are given certain names, for example, Kibwato, why were you given this name? Then why was I given this name, Atandi, for example? Yeah, so our elders are doing a lot of that. They're even going ahead and doing books, so that our people, our children in the diaspora, whenever they come home, they're given these books, you know, they read, they understand, they know these are things are. So that is one success of a group that is doing very well back at home. Secondly, we have a group called Forum for the Unity and Development Omogusi. This one is focusing on professionals around the globe, and especially in Kenya.
Do you have a website for that?
Yeah, I think I need to give that information.
Okay.
I love to give that information.
Okay.
But if you reach out for Forum for the Unity and Development Omogusi, you'll see this. These are professionals that have come on board.
Okay.
Yeah, also because we're looking at it. If you're looking at culture, for example, now let us look at the professional aspects of now, for example, tackling modernity versus tradition, and then also trying to incorporate professionals. You know, professionals are like they may try also to ignore culture. You know, you're informed and feel like you don't need to be
sure.
You're doing very well. So why should we be united?
Sure.
If there's a problem, we unite. But I'm telling our people out there, because we've realized that many cases come together, or our people come together when there's a problem. That's a good gesture. Then I am appealing for our people to look at the fact that we are not united. Let us look at that as a problem, so that because maybe our minds are tuned in a way that if there's a problem, we come in. Now let us see this as a problem that we've not come together. So if we treat it as a problem, we'll come together.
Okay.
Thirdly, we have another group called Mwanyagitinge. Mwanyagitinge in Nairobi, and also Mwanyagitinge in Mombasa, and in Nakuru. Now, why it's so important for us to attend this meeting? One, as proponents of unity. Two, as a link. You know, as a media personality, the role of the media is one, to inform.
Sure.
Two is to educate. And three is to entertain. So when you look at that, it means I'm going out of my office, out of what I'm supposed to do, because mine is I'm supposed to tell my people this is what is happening, this is what is happening, like not actively be involved in this.
Sure.
But you see, it takes a lot of effort and a concern for the community. I am the voice of my people. So if I won't tell them that for a people to realize meaningful development, because when you look at, for example, the what we used to call Millennium Development Goals, now they call SDGs, you will only be able to realize that we'll be able to at least reduce extreme poverty, if at all we are united, because we'll incorporate various people from various diverse backgrounds to those.
Okay.
And then lastly, now looking at the diaspora, because when I came at Minnesota in Minneapolis, I received so many phone calls. Hey, why didn't you come to Dallas? Hey, Ohio is here, Canada is here. That one taught me one thing, that the pioneers of this thing in diaspora, and I'm talking about external diaspora, because at home we've divided how we are tackling this thing into two parts. One, when we talk about diaspora, we have diaspora within the country in Kenya, that is the parts of Mombasa, Nairobi, Kisumu. Those are diaspora, those parts that are away from KC.
Yep.
And then the external diaspora now, people are outside Kenya, in other parts of Africa, the continent, and other continents. So I was very impressed when I was talking to the president of Mwanyagitinge and some senior officials like Mr. George. These guys, Jojo, are doing an excellent job, my friend. Kibato, I tell you.
That's true. That's
I
true.
tell you.
That's true.
So next time you visit Kenya, for example, you come with your son. You'll be shocked that your son will be taken to some structure like a museum. He may not understand, maybe at his age, if he's below 10 years or below 20 years, but at least he will get a sense of belonging. Sure. Yeah. Cultures, if there's something we are not even supposed to challenge, matters culture. Sure. Because even from developed economies, they also have